We invite you to imagine yourselves breathing any shade or colors that would especially help you through the transition, and in any transition in your life in which you are moving from one nation and into another in a very quantum and expansive way. Alternate and Ascension could be the themes of this entire year, and what's especially true for all of you is that you do deeply know what is yet ahead, and yet to be felt, while on the same time you feel as in case you do no longer recognize these things as properly. You are perfectly in the timeline of knowing the unknown within yourselves, which means you have lying deep inside you the activation codes to carry your remaining knowings online and into your aware awareness now in those instances. Aware respiratory and summoning divine shade codes to participate in this activation process ever deeper now in those instances is a profound soul talent and device that you have to breathe inside all which you do already know about what's unfolding in these times. A lot of you've made this desire eons in the past, have devoted yourself to always aspire to and being the highest provider to the Almighty One. Others still need to make the choice. Here isn't a choice you can make light-heartedly and pretend to make yourself. It is going to be proven before the throne. If your reason is pure and unwavering and genuine, there cannot be any half choosing, any compromises. You want to be fully and completely inclined to let go of all ties to human awareness and the riches of the earth that ego are hooked on, all emotional ties to decrease human situations. You must be inclined to be stripped to the core and walk through the flames of initiation bare and stripped to the core as no person and nothing. Not knowing or unknowing, being void and emptied of all false ideals, all untruthfulness, all pretense to recognize, and all attachment to waiting to know. We've been marching to the beat of this artificial production for a long term. It has been seen later that a lot of us do not even remember that we've got alternatives we will make for ourselves. Some things do no longer even seem as alternatives, and so the majority maintains following orders and respond to fear tactics. Many still trust that we want guidelines to comply with and labels to sew it in. I've noticed myself that I carry Notion systems installed as a program that is now breaking down in pieces and has been for decades. And I can let you know, we've got lots of belief structures that we aren't aware of. However, this is all changing properly now. It's far mind-blowing, and I beginning to end up conscious that I'm no longer crazy for thinking that being punished for not following an observed law is nothing brief of insane. To me now, many laws seems like they were decided by means of people which can be mentally unable to make sane decisions. Those seeds of light bear two purposes. One, to remove all truthfulness and distortions to the divine template Christ codes that have been manipulated and twisted in our DNA. The second is repair, attune, and produce all into alignment with the new earth crested sun bees, who will need the end-up divine human embodiments of a natural God omnipresent. The phrases, the formless, divine endless love wisdom, the mother of mothers, the birth givers, and keeper of the flame. All human beings which have petitioned to be a part of the Great Awakenings as keepers of the flame are now being organized. It's time in you stepping up as chalices for the holy phrase, as you've got at this time to fulfill the promise and return the sacred land to the children of God. Human beings are searching for connections as they are waking up and seeking out those which are wakened. People are looking for solutions as they see that what is happening in the world is not in alignment with what they are feeling, because we are getting access to the strength of our emotions and empathic abilities. That is wherein our true strength is, being simplest occurs because we are not connected to our heart. Humans are returning to love. They are feeling limited, watched, controlled, and divided by means of the system. This isn't always the way, and so unions are taking place. It is inside the toughest instances the change is feasible. It is while things crumble down that we will create a brand new way of being. We all have the knowledge now of how it does not work, and the capability to reconnect to the wisdom we have inside. We are remembering ancient knowledge and the way the other civilizations existed in cohesion and love. We are shifting back to these now, and we are becoming help in a spiritual, lively, emotional, and physical way. The age of shadows, thriving, has come to an near, and now, on the portal of the age of Aquarius, an age of a full sunlight shining throughout another 1,000 years of divine peace and love to your world. Humanity will come to know the blessings of living in the light in holistic approaches once more. How does this benefit each of you? Prepare right here and now. The ingredients of any challenge could be shared for all to see. This is true of any product designed for animal, elemental, or human consumption. The serpent conditioned many of you to agree with that ingredients have been of no result.